Welcome to this video. It's going to be showing parents how they can best view Headrush. Headrush being our um, project management software, our grade book, our transcript generator, our kind of base for everything. So parents, if you want to figure out what your students are working on or what they should be turning in, then coming to Headrush with them is a good idea. You're probably going to need them to come with because they're going to need to log into their account and show you how to do it. We do not have a parent login. I think this is better though anyway, because then you can sit there together with them and have them describe things to you and kind of put the pressure on if the pressure needs to be put on. So have your student log into their Headrush account. They can just use their school Google account. That will get them right in. The first page that a student sees is the dashboard. And two things to highlight on this page. Number one is the calendar. The calendar should be relatively up to date about showing when projects were introduced or when they are due. So, and maybe not just projects, but tasks within the projects. So on this example, you can see that there's two different things. There's on Monday, there was a task called information classification. And then on Wednesday, there was another task called information and evolution. Those are both tasks in the science animal adaptations project. And then there's also advisory, which means our advisory meetings. The other place to look and see real quickly what's been going on is this area to the right, which is recent activity. You should see your student's name in here. And if all you're seeing is their advisor's name, then you know that the student isn't working too much in Headrush and they aren't uploading things. But you should be able to scroll through here and see eventually that your student has uploaded items to Headrush. They need to be uploaded to Headrush because that's the way we turn things in. The next best place to go is go through modules. And this page shows you all the different projects that your student is working on. As you can see, there are quite a few. They should have a SSR module, and they should have a math module, an advisory module, and then there's other modules as well. These three that I showed you off first are modules that go throughout the entire year. There's also probably a writing module. Those are the modules that, like I said, they take the entire year. So credit won't be issued until the very end of the year, but students should be working throughout to maintain those modules, uploading things along the way. I'm going to give an example in the science animal adaptations for what you should be looking at for projects that your students are working on actively. So this science animal adaptations project is, this is a big project that students are working on right now. When you go here, the first page is an overview, just gives you a general description of the project. It would be good to read through this and see what learning targets your student is learning. These are the goals of the project. But the task board is where the real important sort of like day-to-day operations happen. The task board lists out all the different tasks that the student needs to complete the project. Each of these should have some kind of evidence component to it. Evidence being something that the student uploads that the advisor can evaluate and offer feedback on, or just to see that the learning process is happening. For the most part, we're going to be pretty good about moving these tasks around. So as you can see, there's a complete column. Those tasks have been done, or they should have been done, and we've moved on. So you could look here and see that this was the first task we did. We watched a film together, and as evidence, we wanted the students to upload notes from the film and our discussions. Early on in the learning process, we're going to be creating, the advisors as we are going to be creating a lot of the tasks, and so we'll be labeling what the evidence should be. As your student gets more and more independent in their projects, they are going to create their own tasks. So it won't be quite as clear maybe what needs to be uploaded, but there should be some kind of evidence of that task uploaded. Notes, photographs, videos, things like that. So you can see here that this student uploaded something. There's a green check mark there, and that's a good sign. That means that some evidence was uploaded. You can have them click on that evidence, and then you can see what was uploaded. This is a fake student, so I just have a test document there. Your student should know this already, and if you are working with them and you say, hey, there's nothing there, can you upload it? Just have them add new evidence. They'll add a brief note about what they did. Watch a film for this example. They'll add time. How long did it take? It was 3 hours worth of movie watching. And they can go to the attachments area, link a file. So if there's something that exists on the internet somewhere, or even in their Google Docs, they can link, put the URL, web address in there. They can upload a file from a computer. They can go straight to their Google Drive and link it directly from Google Drive. Or they can use the built-in camera on their computer to take a picture of it. And sometimes they'll do that with a model that they create or handwritten notes. But they should upload that, and then that would be what's up for the evidence. And then advisors look at that and move on with our project. So for the most part, things in the complete column are things that should have been done, that we have tackled, or these are tasks that were assigned for specific days, and then we've moved past that to start on some new tasks. So once those tasks are completed, or we've moved past those days, we've moved those to complete, and we take one of the upcoming tasks and move it to do. So those are the ones that we're working on currently. And so with that, you just read through the task, see what evidence needs to be uploaded, and then have your students show you what evidence they created and what evidence they turned in. That's really the best way to keep tabs on your students' work. Know that all of the modules that are active, labeled as active, are the ones that are currently, your students should be currently working on. Anything like this about me, which was labeled to assess, that is currently under revision or review, by their advisor, and soon credit will be issued on it. And then you may also see ones that are in draft, and those might be like this one, upcoming projects that haven't started yet, but will start sometime in the future. And then you can also click complete to see any projects that have already had credit issued, such as mathematics or distance learning orientation. Most of the time that's turned off though, so you won't see it. It's pretty easy just to toggle through these and see which projects you want to see. Okay, so if you have any questions, I'd say talk to your student about it, but also feel free to contact your student's advisor. We can offer you more assistance in trying to see what work your student is working on and how well they're doing on it. So thank you very much. And if, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to talk to your child's advisor. Thanks a lot and have a good day.